pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. (4.01) Superintendent Spotlight on Program the Regional Spelling Bee. Dr. Punk.
Thank you very much, President Lumia. Good evening, members of the Wappinger Central School District community. We're very, very pleased this evening. We have some of our phenomenal spellers here that we are going to recognize. And at this point, Principal Cooper. And Principal Thompson. So Principal Cooper is principal of Brinkerhoff Elementary School. Principal Thompson, principal Wappingers Junior High School. We look forward to your presentation this evening. Thank you.
Good evening, and thank you so much for coming tonight.
There you go.
Good evening, and thank you so much for coming tonight. I'm very excited to recognize our amazing spellers. As I call your name, if you could just make your way up onto the stage to receive your certificate, and then you can follow back down. First, we have Jason DiGiacomo from Brinkerhoff Elementary School. Congratulations. Next, we have Lila Sen from Evans. Congratulations. We have Nolan Harley Smith from Fishkill Elementary. Congratulations. We have Isabella Oso from Fishkill Plains Elementary. We have Jack Nansen from Gayhead Elementary. Congratulations. We have Misha Shaw from Kinry Elementary. Congratulations. We have Amelia Kalov. Congratulations from Myers Elementary. We have Javier Koala from Oak Grove Elementary. Congratulations. We have Leah King from Sheaf Elementary. Congratulations. We have Nolan Kaplan from Van Wyck Middle School, and he will also be taking the Region 4 Spelling Bee on March 30th. Congratulations. And we have, last but not least, Eleanor Wong from Wappinger Junior Middle School. Congratulations. And I would like to give one last congratulations to all of our Spelling Bee winners. Congratulations and wonderful job.
Yes, I would love to get that.
Principal Cooper, can you ask the recipients to please come up and take a picture with the Board of Education?
Could I please have all of the recipients come up onto the stage to take a picture with Superintendent Bonk and all of our Board of Education? Come on up.
Come on up.
Don't be shy. Come on up onto the stage.
Right down to the end. You have your certificate. Bring your certificates, please. That's important. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, don't take somebody else's, because then we won't know who you are. Come on through. Come on through. There you go. Right here. Right ahead. One more person. Come on up here, my friend. All right. Now, what I want you to do is open those nicely so everybody can see your names and the schools that you attend, okay? Let's give a big smile out here to the parents and Mrs. C.
Don't go, don't go. Get rid of that fluorescent light for next time. Perfect. Thank you, guys. Congratulations.
Parents, let's make sure the parents are all set. All set? Congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Congratulations.
Needless to say, we're very proud of all of our spellers. We'd like to thank the families for all of the love, care, and support that they've provided. We'd like to thank our staff for motivating and inspiring our students to both learn and succeed. I'd like to thank Principal Cooper and Principal Thompson for their participation. And at this point, President Looming.
5.01, public comment agenda items. Please stand up to speak at the desk. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to list the public comment. Although state law does not require us to hold a public comment period, we have chosen to do so because we believe it is crucial for us to hear from our community members about their concerns and issues. The board is here to listen. The public comment period is not designed to be a debate or dialogue. Please do not expect the board to respond to your concerns and questions tonight. We take your concerns and questions seriously and want to have sufficient time to process and research issues if need be. Any questions from the public should be submitted to the use of the public comment form, which may be obtained online or at the desk with the district clerk. We'll have the proper staff member get back to you as appropriate. I also want to point out that under state and federal privacy laws, we are unable to address any comments or questions about specific students or school personnel. We'd ask you to go through the appropriate administrative channels. A total of 30 minutes at the beginning of each board meeting is set aside to allow for public comment on agenda items only. Public comment at the beginning of the meeting is limited only to the items in the agenda. Persons who wish to participate in the public comment portion of the meeting are asked to provide their name and the specific agenda items about which they wish to speak. A sign-up sheet is located at the district clerk. Individual comments on agenda items limited to 3 minutes and are welcomed. If you wish to address items related to a school district that are not on tonight's agenda, another comment period is provided at the end of the meeting for that purpose. A second sign-up sheet is available for non-agenda items. In the interest of civility and respect for different points of view, clapping, booing, or any disturbance or disruption during either public comment period is not permitted. At this time, comments related to the agenda items are welcome. Are there any comments? Seeing none. Okay, 5.2, communications announcements received by the Board of Education. Cheryl?
Yes. Okay, no, it's good. I'd like to congratulate the students at Wappingers Junior High from the drama club. It's last weekend. And I'd also like to congratulate Connor Hitt and Abby Kowalczyk from RCK High School, who qualified to compete in nationals for track and field last weekend. And I'd also like to say Trustee Johnson and I had a wonderful time today at Sheaf Road Elementary. We helped the PTA with their book fair, so we spent some time helping a lot of children find some really good books.
Anyone else? Peggy?
Yes, I'd like to congratulate Van Wyck Junior High on being recertified as a school to watch. Some of us had the opportunity to meet with the committee and let them know what fine school it is and what wonderful work is done by the principal, the faculty, the staff, and the students and the parents. So congratulations.
Anyone else?
Yes. Last Tuesday, I attended the string concert at RCK High School. It was good. The music program is also always good. It's good to see the 6th and 7th and 8th grade progress into high school and play at a higher level. So it was great, and congratulations to Director Bonnie King for that program and all of the instructors.
Marie?
So last week we were able to celebrate Pi Day, and Mr. Lumia was very entertaining with his yard ruler and paper plate, and he was able to teach some of us about its circumference. See, I remember. It was a lovely event, and Dr. Miller does an amazing job with our students. What some of these students do is absolutely amazing. I think they were up to 19-digit multiplications. 19 digits, so it was quite impressive. Also, we were able to, besides the Pi Day, we were able to go to, oh darn, my brain just shut down, and it was at Van Wyck as well. Oh, International Food Night as well. I'm sorry, I knew it was at Van Wyck the same day. So International Food Night, which was also very great. We weren't able to stay for the whole event, but the Irish tap dancers were amazing, and the little ones were extremely cute.
Anyone else? I guess I'll be the last one. I want to congratulate the following members of the FFA who competed in New York State FFA Eastern Sub-State Competition in Agriculture Issues and received honorable mention. Lois Gill, Cesar De Leon, Catherine Rivera, Jenna Lawrence, and Mika Martino. Thank to Mary Jane McFarland and Deborah C. for all they do for the students. I also want to thank the FAA advisors for bringing the students to Sheaf Road Elementary School, where the students read to some classes and showed the students how to plant seeds. Hopefully the students were proud and the students will be motivated to do the same thing at home. Congratulations to the John Jay Science Olympiad team for placing in the top 10 in New York State, and will receive 8 medals in 23 events, including first place in the robot tour event. I want to thank John Jay Science Olympiad coaches, namely Jessica Mosley, Leah Miller, Ian Friedman, and to Tad Herman for all the support. Congratulations, as been said, to all the performers in the high musical performed at Van Wyck this past week. The singing, choreography, and acting was outstanding. I want to thank all those involved in helping the students and such a great production. Congratulations to the students who were involved in the program run by Dr. Miller and recognized on Pi Day for their accomplishment in mathematics. As I did in Pi Day, as you mentioned, I tried to explain how actually pi was derived. And I used a plate and a ruler. And one of the kids identified, when I rotated the plate, he said, "What does that measure?" I said, "It's a circumference," which I was really proud. Everybody's laughing, but it was excellent. I loved it. And the kids loved it too, I hope.
No, nobody's laughing with you though, John.
And with that being said, let's go to anything else. All right.
President Lumia, you forgot about last night at High School Musical here last night?
They did an excellent.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Wampus Junior High. They did an exceptional job. Thank you. Thank you for the correction. All right. Committee reports. First one, capital improvement. Mr. Schleichauer.
Thank you, President Lumia. Ms. Johnson, Mr. McFarland, Mr. Lumia, as well as Superintendent Bonk and Assistant Superintendent Lokima, as well as our community member, Virgil Capillari. Just going to go through a bunch of things real quick. My phone allows me to. Okay, just a quick capital projects update. HVAC work continues over at Fishkill Plains Elementary School. The John Jay bleachers have arrived and installed. They look fantastic. Can't wait till graduation. Also continuing just some minor items with the roof. Now hopefully it's going to be cold this week, but hopefully spring will be here real soon. We'll be able to get those slight punch list items taken care of up on the roof at John Jay. The athletic, both of the athletic fields for John Jay and for RCK, we are upgrading the sound system. So far, we are on target to receive all equipment, should be installed within the next 60 days and ready to go by June 1. We are here at Wapages Junior High, some good updates going on. The weather hopefully is turning warm. We can finish the exterior painting that we had started over the summer. I'm happy to say that during break, by the time we come back for our next meeting, we will have a brand new stage floor here. So looking forward to that. We're also just awaiting for delivery of the additional curtains that we ordered to finish the auditorium. Give me one more second here. Okay, and the committee is also just currently reviewing our 5-year building survey. We are looking for projects that need to be done based on the superintendent's proposed budget, where he's allocating $2 million for fund balance for infrastructure work. So the committee is working on prioritizing some of our infrastructure needs that we'll try to take care of over the summer and moving forward. Thanks.
Thank you, Eddie, for the work you do. Marie?
Mr. Sloshower, could you just elaborate about the SED approval? I know I've had some questions regarding the delay, and if we're going to be able to get all our projects off the ground this summer, just to give them a quick update.
Sure. So as I mentioned before, phase 2 of our project from the last capital bond that was approved by the community, our plans and drawings are up at SED. Unfortunately, we were notified from SED that there is an additional delay in the approval of our plans. It may or may have something to do with the governor's budget. We're not really sure at this time, but we are anticipating having approval, fingers crossed, at sometime in May, which would allow us to go out to bid. And hopefully, from the time standpoint, it'll work out. Therefore, we'll be able to start phase 2 of our projects based on the last approval this summer. Unfortunately, we could run into a situation where they have not approved the plans in time, where we will be unable to go out for bid. And therefore, those summer projects that we had in the works for this summer would have to be delayed till next summer. So we're waiting for New York State to approve the budget. I think hopefully once they do that, we'll have a better idea of our time frame for approvals. Anything else, Ms. Johnson?
Thank you, Eddie.
Thank you.
Policy, Ms. Kellen?
Okay. The policy committee met on March 6th, and President John Lumia and trustees John Morgan and Keith Odoms and myself and District Clerk Alberta Pedro and Assistant Superintendent Darren Lokema were there. If you notice at the end of the agenda, some of the policies are presented for second reading. They were already discussed at the first reading, so I won't go into them again, but you can look them up on the web. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. Ms. Lokema, district-wide safety?
Good evening, thank you. The district-wide safety committee meeting was held on January 25th. Trustee Miggets and Trustee Spencer, along with 20 other committee members, were present. We talked about a number of items, had some really good discussions. We talked about the Putnam North and Westchester process for reviewing our plan. There was their review and suggested edits is still forthcoming. We talked about the BOCES safety audits of some of our schools and some of the results of those audits. The committee wanted to talk about the Narcan policy, and we'll be making recommendations to the policy committee from the district-wide safety committee about the use of Narcan in our schools. We talked about creating enhanced building safety maps this year. We talked about the use of staff and student lanyards. Also, our license plate reading camera and the impact it's had at our high schools in a positive way. Reunification drills and kits and the desire to complete our reunification process and actually do a drill. I believe Fishkill Plains will be looking to drill the plans and procedures using volunteers after a field trip in May. That should be interesting. And then we talked about various training opportunities the district is offering for our staff: threat assessment, Narcan, cyberbullying, reunification, public information officer training, and incident management for our school nurses. So it was good. It was a good meeting.
Any questions? Thank you, Darren.
If I can make a comment, Assistant Superintendent Lokema, I'd like to thank you for all of your efforts. As we say all the time, the safety and security of our students and staff is our top priority. Know that we've been working very, very diligently at the district level and within our school buildings to ensure that we provide a safe environment where students are willing and able to learn and grow. Mr. Lokema has been working with local law enforcement, mental health agencies, and community-based organizations, making sure that we have representatives in our schools working with our students. I'd like to thank you for all that you've done, and I'd also like to say thank you to the District Safety Committee and all 15 of our building safety teams. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, you're still on code of conduct, Mr. Lokema.
Still here. This one's a lot shorter. The committee, the Code of Conduct Committee met at the end of February. It was a great discussion, just about minor changes, some cosmetic changes, some suggestions to add language about the student use of AI for assignments and whatnot. We believe that we'll have the final draft ready in the next month or so and do the normal board review in June. So it was a great discussion, and I'm very happy with where the Code of Conduct is. And it didn't need a lot of changes, and the committee agreed with that.
Questions? Thank you for heading that committee, Mr. Lokema, on the great work you do. Next is Dr. Carwell, curriculum.
Good evening. The Curriculum Committee met on March 13th. Eddie Sloshower, Cheryl Miggets, and Peggy Kellen were present. The topic of discussion and the presentation topic was scaffolding Tier 1 instruction for students with disabilities and English language learners. We had the pleasure of having several administrators and a teacher present. Presenting were Julia Montoya and directors Bonnie King, Jenny Chanella, and John Salmon, our professional development specialist. They discussed how we structure instruction to make sure our students with disabilities and our English language learners can access the curriculum. We also discussed teaching strategies as well as resources that are available for the students. Thank you.
Questions? That's why I prefer you make thank you for all you do in the curriculum committee. It's a great committee, and I wish more people attended that. Dr. Bonk?
Thanks, President Lumia. Dr. Cardwell, thank you and all of the individuals on the curriculum committee for the fine work. I walked by the room where the presentation was held, and I can tell you that everybody was enthusiastic and energized. We need to ensure that we personalize the learning for each and every one of our students. We're seeing students that have more needs, and we have to tailor our resources and our teaching and learning models to exactly what they need. And that's exactly the work that the curriculum committee is doing. So it's a work in progress. We're making strides. There's much more to do, but we'll continue to work on it. And Dr. Cardwell, I'd like to thank you for your leadership. Thank you.
Next is the Dutchess School Board Association Board Representative Peggy Kellen.
The Dutchess School Boards Association meets on the first Thursday of the month, and the last two meetings, trustees Marie Johnson and Mike McFarland were also present. Recent meetings have dealt with legislative advocacy in Albany. We have a legislative advocacy committee on both Marie and I are on it, and they are especially giving attention to the mandates on electric buses and on preschool funding and on mental health. So progress was made on all those, and more advocacy is planned. I had the opportunity on Saturday to take part in the new board member orientation for prospective board members. That was open to any prospective board members in Dutchess County who are thinking of running for the school board. And we had a impressive session on Saturday morning at BOCES. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy. 6.01 consent agenda. Does anybody want to remove anything from the consent agenda? Seeing none?
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the following consent agenda items as stated. 6.02, 6.03, 6.04, 6.05, 6.06, 6.07, 6.08, and 6.09.
Motion Marie, second Peggy. All those in favor? Unanimous? New business. 7.01, approval of the legal notice of May 2024 budget vote and board members election.
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the legal notice for the May 21st, 2024 budget vote and board member election as stated.
Motion Marie, second Peggy. All those in favor? Unanimous. 7.02, approval of transfer agreement, Wappinger Junior High School logo. Goes.
Whereas the Board of Education has reviewed the proposed transfer agreement for a logo design for Wappingers Junior High School and finds its terms acceptable to the school district. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the transfer agreement authorizing the transfer of all intellectual property rights of the Wappingers Junior High School logo to the Wappinger Central School District, and further authorizes the board president to execute the attached transfer agreement on behalf of the Board of Education. Be it further resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the new Wappingers Junior High School logos and does hereby waive the first reading and adopts the revision to Exhibit 5260E.1 official marks effective March 19th, 2024, as requested by Principal Terrence Thompson.
Motion Marie, second Cheryl. Any discussion? Any comments? All those in favor? Unanimous. Approval of transfer agreement, RCK logos.
Whereas the Board of Education has reviewed the proposed transfer agreement for logos designed for Roy C. Ketchum High School and finds its terms acceptable to the school district. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby approves the transfer agreement authorizing the transfer of all intellectual property rights of the Roy C. Ketchum logos to the Wappinger Central School District, and further authorizes the board president to execute the attached transfer agreement on behalf of the Board of Education. Be it further resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the new Roy C. Ketchum High School logos and does hereby waive the first reading and adopts the revision to Exhibit 5260E.1 official marks effective March 19th, 2024, as requested by Principal David Sipe.
Motion Marie, second. Eddie, all in favor? Unanimous. 7.04, approval to attend Chamber of Commerce 40 award ceremony.
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby approve the following board members to attend the Dutchess County Regional Chamber of Commerce 40 Under 40 Mover and Shaker Awards to honor WCSD employee Lisa Champion on Thursday, April 11th, 2024 at the Living Water Theater, 260 Mill Street, Poughkeepsie, New York, at a cost of $55 registration fee plus mileage and parking as per board policy.
Before we approve this, do you need the names of the people going to go? Okay, all those people want to go to that meeting, please raise your hand. Cheryl, myself, John, Marie, Marie, and Peggy. All right. All those in favor?
So moved.
Second first. Give second. All those in favor? Unanimous. 7.05, nomination of BOCES, Board Education. This way. Do we have a motion to, for any nominations? Eddie,
I'd like to nominate Michael McFarland.
second, all those in favor? Any other nominations?
I'd like to nominate Karen.
Any second for that? I'll second that. All those in favor? Any other nominations? Seeing none? I'm sorry?
Karen Burka.
Okay, second, all those in favor? Okay, any other ones? All right. Seven point oh six, second reading and adoption of, I'm sorry, of policies.
Resolved that the Board of Education of the Wappinger Central School District hereby approves the second reading of and adopts the following policies based upon the first reading by the Board of Education and the recommendation of the Policy Committee as stated.
Motion Marie, second. Keith, all those in favor? Unanimous? Any requests for addition to the agenda? Okay, seeing none. 9.01, comments from the public. Any comments? Sheet. Thanks, Marie. Just a quick comment on my part. As I stated at the beginning of the board meeting, we welcome your comments. Or your comments must not directly or indirectly identify the student, administrator, or board member. So we thank you for your comments. So being said, first person is Shauna Nealon.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Shauna Nealon. I am an 18-year-old student at John Jay High School. I am here to address the fact that biological men are allowed to change and use whichever restrooms they please, while us females who are proven females down to our DNA are forced to share our private spaces with them. We are unable to express how uncomfortable we are due to it being a sensitive topic. I am here to be the voice to those students who are too scared to speak up because of the backlash they will get. There have been many instances where biological men have sexually assaulted, flashed, and beat female students in other districts. This new law was supposed to keep women safe, however, we do not feel safe. Schools are supposed to keep all students safe, so what are those schools doing to keep us females safe? Why are transgender females more entitled than biological females? They have their rights, where are ours? We had a protest today in school, and we had many supporters. We had a teacher flip us off while driving by. We also have a picture going around of a teacher with a large trans flag displayed in the background of her smartboard, which is pushing their ideology onto these students. And teachers should not be expressing themselves to students. Teachers are in school to teach their primary subject, not talk about their political, religious, or LGBTQ+ ideologies. And should definitely not be forcing it onto their students. We need a change, not just at John Jay, but at every other school in our district. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Sharon. Keith? Keith Guillory?
Yes, please. Hello, everybody. As a former employee here, Dr. Bonk knows me very well. John Lumia, everybody, Ron Gross, Christian Crandall. I want to thank again, a couple of years ago, you guys donated a school bus for us for drill training exercises to New Hackensack Fire Department, Fire District. As again, I came across Ron Gross and asked him if he could possibly have anything donated to us this year again. And Dr. Bonkin himself and Ron Gross again courteously thanked everybody and said, yeah, why not? We have a few of them coming up. So we had one donated today, came to our district over on Myers Corners Road. I want to thank everybody again for this, for our training. The other one turned out very well. I don't know what we got planned for this one, but again, I want to thank the school district for their donation. It's really nice to have the district and the volunteer fire departments work hand in hand on training the volunteers of the districts and the community to do this training on special vehicles, because cars, SUVs, stuff like that are different. School buses are made to transport our students with very highly grade steel and stuff like that. So it's a whole different animal when it comes to training on these vehicles. Again, I want to thank Dr. Bonk, Ron Gross, and everybody again for the donation. John Lumiere, thank you for the Board of Education again. Thank you. I represent also Chief Raymond Valent and everybody. On behalf of them, we thank you very much for the donation. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Keith. With that said, motion to adjourn. Marie, second.
Resolved that the Board of Education does hereby adjourn the March 18th, 2024 Board of Education meeting. Time is 8:14 p.m.
Motion, second. Okay, all in favor? Unanimous. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming, and thank you for all your comments.